Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Thanks so much for dropping by. Are you guilty by association? Is it fair? Does it happen that no matter what your opinion is, it is always going to be seen as wherever you show up? In other words, at a live, in a live, commenting on a video, the channels that you go to. You know what? Better than that, let's talk about it.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Okay, this is really actually becoming an issue. It's becoming an issue for a couple of different reasons. First off, people look at thumbnails but not the video, so they don't get a full grasp of it. Second off, they only watch part of the video, which we understand, obviously. Finally, I don't think people take into consideration the inquisitive mind, the exploratory thoughts that go through people's minds when they're focused only on one thing. So let me explain what I mean. If we go to a person's live stream and we make a comment, or we become a part of or on the panel of that live stream, does that mean we agree with everything that they stand for or do? What about if it's you? Just replace me with you. If you go to a person's live stream, does that mean that you agree with everything that they do? We watch a lot of channels, and not just Philippine channels, I might add. With that being said, we participate in those channels. We make comments. We sometimes participate in their live streams. I've been in Mike's Philippine Journey, MYK. I've been in Brian, Philly in the Philippines. I've made comments on Ace Bachelor Cool. We've been on Philippine Antics and in their live streams. Do we agree with everything that they have as an opinion? Well, of course not. Just like we wouldn't expect them to agree with all of our opinions. Just like neither one of us would think that you should have to agree with everything that we say. Are we guilty by association? Well, first off, YouTube certainly believes you are, because that's how you get those recommended videos. When you go into a channel, it knows that you've been in that channel, and it is searching to recommend what other channels are like that, or what other content may be like that. But what about the people themselves? What we've been seeing recently is that bloggers associate their thoughts, their ideas of who you are and who you represent, or us, in relation to the channels that they see you in, which is interesting because they're in that channel too. Otherwise, they wouldn't see you. I would sit there and I would say, if they're in that channel and their thoughts are that we agree with everything in that channel, then they agree with everything in that channel. But they don't take it like that. They They don't take it that step further. Just because somebody may be on a panel in somebody's live stream, that doesn't mean that we totally agree with everything that channel represents. That channel is unique, and their thoughts are unique. Our thoughts are unique. Our experiences are unique. We could take it a step further. We could say, you know something? Because we eat at multiple places around Angeles, but sometimes it's down by Walking Street. Does that mean that we live on Walking Street? Does that mean that we agree with everything that transpires down there? No, it doesn't. I mean, do we understand it? Do we understand it is what it is? That it operates with the framework of the law? Sure. Do we agree that you can transact certain things? No. But it happens. And that's part of life. You know, we might be, in fact, tonight, we might be eating down near Walking Street. Tomorrow night, we might be at the mall, eating at Texas Roadhouse or TGI Fridays or Chili's or the sushi. There's a sushi place there that's really good. There's a couple of other places there that are really good, to be honest with you. You know, do people take that into consideration? You may look at a channel and participate with that channel and comment, but you may look at 3 other channels that have nothing to do with the Philippines whatsoever. But nobody sees that. Nobody sees it other than the algorithm and the people in those channels. And they may have no commonality whatsoever. Now, we understand that there are channels that are, and people that are highly engaged in seeking out what they consider to be bad behavior and seeking out nefarious information and things like that. More power to them. That's not what we do in particular. Not that we haven't complained about somebody's actions or words or a video that they put out. That has happened, sure. But I guess what I'm getting at is that if you're inquisitive, if you're looking at and viewing other people's opinions, because that's what YouTube is supposed to be about, engaging audiences, engaging people in constructive dialogue and bringing them information and entertainment. Well, that doesn't mean you necessarily agree with everything in their channel. I don't know how else to get around that. I do know that we've been accused of being on Team ABC, all right, or Team XYZ, or whatever. Well, we are certainly guilty of going in their channel. We're certainly guilty of making comments, and we try and keep our comments civil, respectful, and maybe it's just, hey, thanks for sharing. Maybe it's, oh, I'm not sure I agree, or hey, that was kind of funny, or whatever. We try and avoid going into their comments and leaving snide remarks. Yet, we still get pegged, and don't you? Doesn't it concern you that you get pegged being that way? I've literally seen channels that bloggers start to refuse to go to because of constant issues, or refuse to go to because the comments are so off the wall. We don't get involved in a lot of stuff because we don't watch enough YouTube on a particular person that we could say without any reservations how they are. There's so much embellishment out there and so much exaggeration and so much misrepresentation that by the time you get information and read the comments and everything else, it could be radically off base. There are certainly a few of those we know of without a doubt. There is somebody right now that is bashing a channel that I know for a fact has embellished what they say. But I don't think they meant to. I think that's just what they heard, what they wanted to hear. And so that's the direction they went with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That shit happens. But do you put that person into a category just because of that? No, I don't think you should. I think what you should do is do like YouTube. Take a look at the content and look for more content. Look at all these bloggers, okay? There's value in everybody. There's value in Andy Omar. There's value in Philly in the Philippines. There's value in Ace Bachelor Cool. There's value in everybody. I mean, the list is long. I'm sorry if I didn't put your name there. Look, if you enjoy our videos, if you enjoy the content, please do subscribe and hit that thumbs up. Otherwise, in the comments below, let us know how you feel. Do you judge the people in another person's channel to be what that channel represents, just by virtue of them being there and the comments that they make? Or do you keep an open mind? Or do you not even care at all? In the comments below, let us know. Thanks.